For my sunscreens, at the beginning of the year I had 2 of them, and right now I do have 3. This one right over here, the one from Dr. Jart, showed up in, I think it was a Birchbox or something that I randomly got. So anyway, 3 sunscreens for right now. For my face primers, this category is just insane. I had 9 minis at the beginning of the year, and right now I have 13. This one down at the front from Makeup Forever is almost finished, and then I do have a couple of these from MAC, and they don't take too long to finish off, but I just have a gajillion of them. I don't know where they all keep coming from, but I do have 13 minis that I need to work on. I had 5 foundations previously, and right now I do have 5 foundations. I finished one off, and then I just got this as a little freebie in like a Sephora online order. This right here, this is the cream foundation from MAC. I need to toss this one into a project or something soon because it needs to be used up before the end of the year. For BB creams and tinted moisturizers, generally I just lump this category together. At the beginning of the year, I just had 2. I had both of these Pond's Luminous Finish BB creams. As you can see, this one over here on the left is almost finished off. I did receive this one over here from 100% Pure. This is their BB cream. This one has the SPF of 15, and this is their lightest shade in number 10, which is Luminous. I received this from 100% Pure through the Octoly website. I had my fingers crossed that it would work for me, but it is super dark and it never seems to dry down. So that one's probably gonna give me a little bit of trouble, but I am planning on to work on attempting to finish it off, even though it's pretty dark. Maybe if I get a little bit darker during the summertime, it'll work a little better, but as of right now, I have went up by 1. As far as my concealers, I had 4 at the beginning of the year. Right now I do have 6. I picked this one up because I thought that they were going to discontinue it, but I don't think that they are. So that's the Maybelline Dream Lumi pen. I have the By Terry Touche Volute, the YSL Beauty Touche Éclat. Both of these were sent to me from the brands from the Octoly website. I really appreciate that because both of these are super expensive. I have the Makeup Forever Full Cover Waterproof Concealer. This is probably my all-time favorite concealer. It doesn't crease under my eyes. I also have the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I think this is my 3rd tube of this, and I have this in a project right now, so hopefully this will be finished off soon. And then I did repurchase the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NW15, so those are all my concealers right now. As far as correctors go, I had 2 in January. I have 2 right now, so nothing's really changed. I do have pan on the Tarte CC corrector. Do you see that little spot of pan right there? This one's super creamy, and the next one is kind of dry, so it kind of just depends on my mood which one I want to use for the day, but I do have those 2 correctors. Nothing's changed in that category. As far as my face powders, I have 4 here that I can account for. I have this little mini of the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Ethereal Light. I do have pan on this one. I also have my Laura Geller Foundation Powder, the By Terry Hyaluronic Hydra Powder, and my original Bare Minerals Powder Foundation. I did have a MAC Studio Fix powder, and I gave that to my daughter to use one weekend, and I cannot find that anywhere. So I've been looking for it for over a month now, so I'm just gonna account for what I have and what I can locate. So I did have 5 at the beginning of the year, but I have 4 right now. For bronzers, I did have 6 at the beginning of the year. Right now I do have 5 of them. I have my NARS Laguna that I just barely opened, the little mini of the Tarte Park Avenue Princess bronzer. I finished off the full size of this, that's why the numbers have changed. I have my MAC, let me show you, it's like a split pan. This is the Sculpt and Shape powder from MAC, and I just keep this in my bronzers because this is the Bone Beige powder. This is the powder that I'm currently focusing on for a bronzer. So there's that one. I also have the Burberry blush in Earthy right here, and then I have the NYX blush in Taupe. I actually completely got rid of my cream blush category. At the beginning of the year, I did have 28 cream and powder blushes. Right now, I do have 23, so this has went down by quite a bit. I have decluttered my last cream blush. I just finished off another blush that was part of my finished 4 by 4th of July that just wasn't finished in time, but I did finish it right before this video. So here are a few of my blushes. I have all of the Benefit box blushes along the back. I have one Tarte blush, one from the Clinique line in Pansy Pop. I also have one Hourglass, two from Chanel. I have some NARS blushes here and my Burberry blush on the end right there. Here are the rest of my blushes. I have all 6 of these right here are from MAC. There's one here from Milani, one from Jordana, and an older Kat Von D blush that she doesn't make anymore. And I also have my MAC, my old blush palette right here that I usually keep with my pans of blush, but I don't usually add it in and count the individual pans because I feel like a face palette is something entirely different. But at the moment, I do have 23 single blushes and my blush palette. For highlighters, earlier I had 10 of them. Right now I do have 8. So I do have one of my favorites, the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Baked Highlighter, the Balm Mary Luminizer. All 4 of these are from MAC. This is the Gleam Tones powder in Dunes at Dusk. There is Lightscapade, that's a mineralized skin finish. This is the Soft and Gentle mineralized skin finish. And then one of the new, it's called Soft Frost. This is one of their Extra Dimension skin finishes. This is beautiful. It has like a purple shift to it, almost like a duochrome. I have a cream mini highlighter from Trestique and a mini highlighter from Milk. For brow pencils in January, I did have 6. Right now I have 7. I have 2 of the Anastasia brow pencils, one of the Jordana Micro Quick Brow Pencils, Cella pencil, one from Benefit. It's the Goof Proof brow pencil, and I just have the tiniest little bit left in that. And then I have 2 of the Maybelline Master Shape by Eye Studio brow pencils in deep brown. For eye primers, at the beginning of the year, I did have 2, and right now I still have 2. I have the Laura Geller Cool Lids Cream Eyeshadow in Silver Sands, but I use this as an eyelid primer, and then I also had the e.l.f. glitter primer. So those are the only 2 primer products that I use, and then if I want to put something all over the lid, I'm usually using like a potted cream shadow. So this is where my categories start to get just a little hairy. For my cream color bases and cream shadows, I had 11 at the beginning of the year. Right now I do have 14 of them, but one of them I do use solely for my eyebrows. I have 2 of the Chanel Illusion d'Ombres, one of the Christian Dior Mono Fusion eyeshadows, one of them from Butter London. I have a MAC Painterly Paint Pot. There's a MAC Fluid Line right here, which for the most part, these are supposed to be used as a gel eyeliner, but this is such a light shade that I use it all over the lid as a cream shadow. I have an e.l.f. Long Lasting Lustrous Eyeshadow in Soiree. That one's really beautiful. I have one here from 100% Pure that was sent to me through the Octoly website. This one I have trouble with. I have noticed that it creases no matter what I do. I've tried every trick in the book, but I do have the shade Java here. They were kind enough to send it out, and I just feel awful not giving it 500 different shots and different ways that I can try and use it. So I'm still going to work on this one for a bit, and then the rest over here on the right are my Maybelline color tattoos. Let me lift off the top so you can kind of see the color families that I'm working with. So as you can see, I have a wide variety of shades. I like to kind of mix and match these a little bit. So some of these are just absolutely stunning. This one right here from Butter London, this is one of their Glazin eyeglosses. It has that duochrome shift from like a maroon purple to that bluish teal shade. It's kind of like Max Club, but anyway, this is what I'm working with, and then like I said, this is the one that I only use for my eyebrows over here. This is Tough as Taupe from the Maybelline Color Tattoo line, but I definitely have a lot of work to do in this category. For my colored eyeshadow stick bases, I had 15 at the beginning of the year, and right now I do still have 15. I have one of the NYX Jumbo eyeshadow pencils in Milk. I have a Makeup Forever Aquamatic one in a super bright lime green color. There's a Mally Shadow Stick Extra in Champagne. I have one of the By Terry Ombre Black Star. Two of the Julep Eyeshadow 101s. I also have a ton of Laura Mercier Caviar eyeshadow sticks. Those are probably my favorite formula. I have 3 of the full-size Caviar sticks left, and then I have 5 of the mini sticks. And here on the end I do have one of the Bobbi Brown little mini longwear cream shadow stick. I'm happy that this category stayed consistent, but I would like to see these numbers go down just a little bit. I did just recently add the purple Laura Mercier Caviar stick into a project, and I'm pretty excited about that. I'm hoping that I can get that one moved out before the end of the year. For my loose pigments and glitters, I did have 8 earlier this year. Right now I do have 12. I have one over here on the left from Bodyography. This is one of their glitter pigments that was sent to me through the Octoly website. I love this thing. This is in the shade Sparkler. It is absolutely gorgeous. I have a little sample of a MAC pigment in Rose or Rosé. I can't quite remember which one it is. A little mini MAC pigment sample of Tan. And this is one of the NYX Roll-On Shimmers in the shade Salmon. I have 4 of the Stila Magnificent Metals glitter eyeshadows, and then I do have 4 of the metallic crush pigments from MAC on the end. For my pencil eyeliners, I have went up by 1. I had 14 at the beginning of the year. Right now I do have 15 of them. I do have this Milani Liquid Like eyeliner pencil. I found this at like TJ Maxx or Marshall's for like $1.99. I couldn't pass it up. I have 2 of the Makeup Forever Aqua XL black matte pencils, 2 of the mini Marc Jacobs Highliner pencils, one of my favorite Jordana 12-hour Made to Last liquid eyeliner pencil in Black Point. I have one of these from Maybelline. This is a scroll up one. It's not super jet black, it's like a dark charcoal, but it still works in the waterline and for tight lining. This one right here, this one actually has 4 different shades. It has 3 shades for the eyes and 1 for the lips. This one is from Clarins. As you can see here, this is their 4-color all-in-one pen. On the top here, you can push down the little thing and it'll push out just a little bit of the liner. You can put down a black one. There's also one lip liner here for, it's like a nude, like a warm tone nude. I just keep this and categorize it as a liner and count it as 1 because the amount of product in this is very minimal. There's not very much product in each little individual section, so I just consider this as 1 eyeliner. This one was sent to me from Clarins through the Octoly website. It doesn't stay in the waterline very well, but it does work pretty nice on the upper lash line. I have 2 nude pencils. One of them is the NYX Wonder Pencil, and my all-time favorite nude liner is the Rimmel Scandalized Waterproof Kohl Kajal Liner in the shade Nude. Kind of like a taupey shade here from Julep. This is one of their gel eye gliders. I mostly just wear this one underneath the bottom lash line. I have a couple purples. This one here is from NYX. This is one of the Slide-On Glide-On eye pencils in Jewel. It does have a little bit of shimmer in this one. I have a really bright purple one from L'Oreal. This is the Silkissime line. I also have another one of the Makeup Forever Aqua pencils. I don't think that they make these anymore. I think they've completely switched over to the Aqua XL line, but I still have them nonetheless. This purple one, it's matte. It's in 11L. And then the one on the end, I just have a very small amount of this left. This one's in 12L. For my gel eyeliners, I did have 4 at the beginning of the year. Right now I have 5. This Bobbi Brown gel eyeliner is new. That's the new one that was brought in. But let me take the tops off super fast, show you what colors I'm working with. So here we go. I have Black Track right here, which just has a little bit left in here. I'm hoping to finish this off before the end of July. It's early July when I'm filming this. I also have this one here, which is Little Black Bow. I do have a little bit of pan showing at the bottom of that one. This one is Royal Wink. Then I have Blue Peep right here. And then with this Bobbi Brown eyeliner, I'm just waiting until I finish off Black Track from MAC, and then I'll dig into this one and see how it is. I'm really excited to try this out. For my liquid eyeliners, I had 7, and currently right now I do have 7 as well. I just picked up these 2 right here recently. This is the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner. I have the Clinique Pretty Easy Liquid Lining Pen. These 2 are similar in the formula and the method that they're dispersed. Everything about these, they're quite similar. I have this one here from Black Up Cosmetics. This is their matte waterproof eyeliner. I like this one. I think I need to pull that one out and start using it a little bit more. I also have 2 from Eyeshadow. I have the fat one and the skinny one. This fat one probably needs to be focused on a little bit because it was opened in December, so I really need to get that one moved out soon. I have the e.l.f. Expert liquid liner in jet black. I really like that one actually. This is my second container of it. And then on the end I have the Tartist Play liner, and I just put it in with my liquid liners because it's not really a gel. So this category, even though things have been shuffled around and moved in and out, it did stay the same. For my mascaras, I had 24 at the beginning of the year. I have 28 right now, but down here along the bottom, you can see these are my full-size mascaras. These are all my mini ones. This one over here on the end, the Lancome Hypnos Drama, this was actually sent to me from Octoly to try out and review on my channel. I like that. That's pretty nice. I think it's almost dying though. My Rimmel Lash Accelerator is opened, and I opened my Clinique Chubby Lash Mascara. This is in Portly Plum. I opened this one up because it was way too wet to use on my lashes, so I was letting that one dry out a little bit. I should start using this one soon. And then up along the top, I have a ton of samples. I have one from Marcel, Lorac, Clinique, 2 from Lancome, 2 mini Buxom ones, 3 mini Perversion from Urban Decay, my Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara. I can't live without that one. I have a mini of the Benefit They're Real, and then I also have some of these really teeny MAC samples that I got from online orders. So even though it did go up, I'm feeling pretty good about my mascara category. On to one of my favorite categories, my single eyeshadows. I did have 42 individual shadows at the beginning part of the year. I just recently did a declutter video of all my eyeshadows. I will link that up in the video cards and down in the description box. But it went from 42 individual shadows down to 34 of them. So really ecstatic about that. I have 3 of the original Makeup Forever single shadows. I just picked up this guy here. This is the Bobbi Brown eyeshadow in Camel. There are a few ColourPop shadows towards the back, 2 Urban Decay shadows here, all of my L'Oreal Infallibles. I have one from Kiko. This is absolutely gorgeous. This one's in number 200. I have the new Kat Von D eyeshadow in Lolita. You can also use this as a blush as well. I have a single cream colored eyeshadow from Milani. Then there are some of the other shadows from Milani here. I kept a cream, an orange, and a kind of cranberry, pinky cranberry sort of tone. 2 of my MAC Dazzle shadows that I can't depot. 2 single shadows from Wet n Wild in Brulee. These are really beautiful shadows right here. Now technically these are a cream shadow, but more times than not I'm wearing them on their own because they do dry down incredibly fast, and they do initially come with a little silicone applicator like this. The lighter shades are beautiful on their own. You can wear them all on their own, or you can actually put dry eyeshadows over the top of them. This is what they look like on the inside. They have like a mesh trampoline sort of contraption in the center, but I really do enjoy these. I did have all 6 of them, the full collection, sent to me from Pure Cosmetics, and I really appreciate that, but I did pass on the 2 warmer toned shades to my daughter, so she absolutely loves them as well. And then over on the far right, I have all 6 of my Burberry single eyeshadows. I love those things. I really feel like that these are worth the money. They have since changed the name since I purchased mine. I think they're called the Wet and Dry Eyeshadows now, but they are still gorgeous. For my duos, trios, and quads, I just clumped this whole category together because I don't feel like I need to separate out 3 more categories. So I had 7 earlier this year. Currently, I only have 6, so I'm really happy about that. For my duos, I just have these 2 right here. I have one from Clinique and one from MAC. I have one trio right here. This is from Physicians Formula. I absolutely love this thing. I might even try to pan this for 2018 because I love it that much. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous little trio here. It's in Baked Berries, if I didn't mention that, so really love this thing. I have a couple quads here. I have this one from Clinique. I have this here from MAC. This is the Makeup Art Cosmetics collection. This is the Kabuki Magic Spring and Summer 2017 little quad. These are all Dazzle shadows, so that's why I had to buy this. And the last one is this one over here from Clarins. This was actually sent to me from the Octoly website. I had no expectations that they would approve my proposal, but surprisingly, they did, and this is really out of my comfort zone. I'm not a big orange eyeshadow kind of girl. I'm interested in it, but I just haven't really dabbled in it. But this one has 4 eyeshadows. They all have some type of shimmer in them. This one on the far left is probably the only dud out of this palette, but the gold is beautiful. This one is really gorgeous. The brown has this really nice bronze quality to it. I created a whole eye look out of this. I do have a get ready with me with my makeup for the week video that I filmed with this. I'll probably toss it up in the cards if I remember, but this is gorgeous. You can use them wet or dry. But anyway, those are all my duos, trios, and quads. I'm really happy with the spot that I'm at with these items. For my larger eyeshadow palettes, and this is everything with 5 eyeshadows or more. I did have 21 earlier this year. I currently have 18 of them. I do have all 3 of the original Naked, the Naked 1, 2, and 3. I have the Lorac Pro 2. I panned the original one, so I just have the second version. I have the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I'm so very excited about the sister palette to this, the Subculture palette that's coming out. I'm beyond excited. I'm super ecstatic about it. Up here at the top, I have the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. I have the Kat Von D Shade and Light eye palette, just the matte one. I also have one of my all-time favorite palettes. This is the Laura Mercier Eye Art Artist palette. This is beautiful. If you enjoy cool tone shades or neutral shadows, you'll really enjoy that. This is from the Nutcracker Suite collection from MAC. I have 2 custom palettes down here at the bottom from Buxom. And then here are my remaining palettes. I have 2 custom MAC palettes back here on the back. They are the double-sided palettes. I have the Matte Neutral Cool x15 palette. I also have the Urban Decay Feminine palette, which I am panning along with the Urban Decay Naked palette this year. The Naked Basics little mini palette here. This one was sent to me through the Octoly website as well. This is from Givenchy. This is their Shimmering Nudes palette. This is actually really gorgeous. Let me give you a quick peek. And you can use these wet or dry. I do suggest using these wet if you want a major payoff color-wise and shimmer-wise, but it's really pretty. I also have this little gem here. This is probably one of my favorite new purchases. This is the perfect travel palette. I feel like the formula between these little mini ones and the full-size palettes, they perform identically for me. So anyway, those were all of my eyeshadow palettes that are 5 eyeshadows or more. For my clear lip balms, earlier this year I did have 7 of them. Currently I do have 8, even though you're only seeing 7. I also have the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Kiss lip balm, and I misplaced that when I was traveling. It's in my Finish Vibe by Fall intro if you wanted to see that. I'm over halfway finished up with it. So anyway, I have one from By Terry. This is the Balm de Rose. These are probably my favorite inexpensive lip balms. They're the Lipsil Swedish lip balms. This one is almost finished. That is all that I have left in this one, and then the other one is full. I have one from Melaleuca, one of the Be Essential honey balms, one of the Carmex Healing lip treatments. This one's about halfway finished, and then I have a little baby mini Revo balm in watermelon. So those are my lip balms. As far as tinted lip balms go, I did have 12 earlier this year. I do currently have 13 of them. I have one of the By Terry Balm de Rose. This is one of the Nutra color balms. One of these Revlon Kiss tinted lip balms. I love these things. These smell like candy. I have 2 of the Benefit tinted balms. This is the Lolly Balm and this is the Posy Balm. I also have the Dior Lip Glow. It's the pink one. Changes your lips to like a very light shade of pink. One of the CoverGirl Oh Sugar tinted balms. I'm not too fond of that one. I think I might try and pan that next year. 2 of the Burt's Bees lip shimmers. These are nice, but they do have just a slight hint of shimmer running through them. 2 baby lips. One of them is grape and the other one is pink wishes. One of the Pixie tinted shea butter lip balms, and then a miniature of the Fresh Sugar Rosé lip treatment, tinted lip treatment, and then at the end I have one of the Carez lip butters. This one is in mango. I've been contemplating whether or not I should pass this on to my niece because I do like it, but I just don't reach for a shade like this very frequently. So anyway, I did go up by 1, but I'm happy with where I'm at. This gives me a little bit of variety between the different shade families, so I'm happy with it. For my liquid lipsticks, this category has kind of exploded just a little bit. I found that I really enjoy a whipped liquid lipstick that doesn't completely dry down and get into all the lines of your lips. So the ones that I do have here are some of my all-time favorite formulas. They're extremely comfortable. I did have 9 earlier this year. Right now I do have 14 of them. I do have one from Palladio right over here. These are surprisingly really nice. I think this is Raw Sienna. Oh, Raw Silk. I'm sorry. These are really nice. You can find these at Sally's Beauty Supply. I do have 2 here from Julep. These are the It's Whipped Matte Liquid Lipsticks. 2 of the Stila Stale Day Liquid Lipsticks. One in Perla, one in Patina. This is probably one of my favorite formulas. These are the Sephora Cream Lip Stains. I have shade number 1, which is Always Red. This is shade 6. This one's shade 12. I know that one's African Violet. I believe this is shade 19, and this is shade 14. They look like they still had the plastic on them, but I just get a razor blade and cut through the spot where you open them. But this one's like a super deep, gorgeous raspberry purple shade. I usually reach for this one in the fall time. These are the Bare Minerals Gen Nude Matte Liquid Lip Colors. This one is in Smooch and this is in Slay. I also have one of the Ofra liquid lipsticks. This one's in Mocha. And then here on the end I have one from Burberry. These are their Lip Velvets. I have the shade Fawn Rose. This is gorgeous. Anyway, those are my liquid lipsticks. For my lipsticks, I just kind of tossed them in these two containers, but this has always been kind of a big category for me. Earlier this year, I did have 104, but right now I do have 93, so that's pretty positive. Over here, I have some of the L'Oreal Glossy Balms. There's some from ColourPop. There's some Maybelline along the back here, some Maybelline Color Whispers, some from Milani. There's Tarte. Couple L'Oreal, Elf. There's a flower lipstick. Some of these back here, these green ones are from Clinique. There's one from CoverGirl, Rimmel. I have one of the Kat Von D studded lipsticks. There's Clinique one here. Some more Clinique at the bottom. I have some Chanel lipsticks here. One from Givenchy. There is a Dior one. Bare Minerals, NARS, there's some YSL lipsticks. Here I have my NARS ones underneath there. So this is about half of my lipsticks right here. And then here is the rest of my lipsticks. These are all my MAC lipsticks. I have a Huggable, there's some Sheen Supreme, some of the Patent Polish lip pencils along the back, and then one of the mineralized lipsticks, and then the rest are just in the standard tubes. So those are all my lipsticks. For my lip liners, earlier this year I had 6. Right now I do still have 6 of them. I have 2 from MAC over here on the left, one from Givenchy that was sent to me through Octoly. One of my all-time favorite lip liners is the Makeup Forever Aqua Lip in 17C. It is like a neon fluorescent bright orange color. I love that one for the summer and fall. I also have one of my more everyday lip liners. This is the NYX Pale Pink lip liner, and one from Model Co that showed up from Birchbox. As far as my lip glosses, earlier this year I did have 37 of them, and right now I have 34, so I'm extremely happy about that number decreasing by a few of them. I have had a handful come in, but I've also finished off a decent amount so far this year. Just a quick run through since there are a ton of them. I have one over here from Mary Kay, Makeup Forever, one of the Benefit Bella Bamba ones. Here's one from Clinique. I have the Dior Lip Maximizer. I'm so close to being finished with this one. I have 2 of the Dior Fluid Sticks. Love those. I have some of the discontinued Makeup Forever Lab Shine lip glosses right here. These used to be my all-time favorite lip gloss, but unfortunately they were discontinued. I have my very last Tarina Tarantino lip gloss here. I have the Urban Decay Naked. Here's one from Too Faced. This is the Lip Injection Glossy. An Anastasia lip gloss. These are super opaque and pigmented. 3 of the Mally liquid lipsticks. The far right one over here is the Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie. I did receive that one from Ulta on my birthday month. Down along the front here I have a NARS Velvet Lip Glide in Bound, a little mini of the Dior Lip Maximizer like this one up here. I have 2 of the Clarins Comfort Light Lip Oils. These are fantastic. 2 of the Laura Mercier glosses, 2 from Buxom. I have one from Sephora. Here's another Anastasia lip gloss like this one up here at the top. I have 4 MAC lip glosses down here. I do believe that they have reformulated the lip glosses, so I'll have to check them out after I finish off the ones that I do own. There is one from Neutrogena right here. It's one of the Hydro Boosts. And then at the very end, I added in my YSL Beauty Lip Stain. I just wasn't quite sure where else to put that, so super happy with the decrease in this category. For setting sprays, I had 3 earlier this year. I do have 4 currently. This one over here, this one on the right from Kate Somerville. It has an SPF of 50. It has hyaluronic acid. I love that stuff. I definitely will be repurchasing that as soon as I finish it off. One that I've repurchased over and over again is the MAC Fix Plus. I have the L'Oreal Infallible Makeup Setting Spray, and I think I received this one in some sort of like Sephora Play box or something, but this is the Urban Decay All Nighter makeup setting spray, so even though I have went up by one, I'm not worried about it. Okay, so super awkward angle, but I wasn't quite sure how to arrange these so that you could get the best view possible. I did have 36 that I counted earlier this year. Currently I have 37 of them. I'm just gonna kind of scan through what I have here. Hopefully it'll be visible for you and you can see for the most part what I have and what I'm working with. So I will try to move slowly. Anyway, here are all of my perfumes. Like I said, if you would like a more in-depth perfume collection, let me know. I'd be happy to film something like that. This also includes my body sprays too. So last year I had 104 nail polishes. Right now I feel like I've done a little bit better. Right now I'm down to 101. So I think with me doing the project polish, I'll be able to knock out a couple more polishes this year, but let me give you a quick scan through of all my polishes. I have some julep along here in the back, some randoms that I only have one of. I also have a ton of Zoya ones. There's some Color Club up here in the front, but let me spin it so you can kind of get a glimpse of what I have. So this is just a portion of them, but I will go back through and show you what other polishes that I have in my collection. And here are the last remaining few. I have all of my Sinful Colors polishes back here. These up here in the front, these are all of my polishes that are involved in the project polish. Let me spin you a little so you can see what else we have here. And then I have some Formula X polishes right along here. There's one stray Orly polish that's a glitter one. This is the one that was sent to me through Octoly. It's really beautiful. It's like a holographic pink. This one is in Fill the Funk. So, and then, yeah, that is everything. Like I said, these here in the front are the ones that I'm currently working on finishing, so hopefully I can have at least 6 more finished off before the end of the year, but I'm really happy that the numbers, even though it's only by 3 polishes, with as many that have still been coming in, I'm happy that the number has at least went down just a little bit. So anyway, that was the very last category for my makeup inventory at my 6-month update. I really appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.